Hello and welcome to April 16th, where we're reading Judges 3 through 5. Now, these chapters introduce what are the proverbial judges of the book of Judges. Judges is a one book that covers a variety of different people who are in charge. It covers about a 300-year period, all told, with different individuals filling the role of judge. Judge, in this case, is a deliverer, generally a warrior who comes in and saves the people of Israel from a mess that they get themselves into because they keep getting themselves into different messes. God has to step in and do something about it, and that's where the idea of all these judges comes in. Now, if you want a more detailed breakdown of all of these chapters, when you got to the end of chapter 2 in yesterday's reading, what God says is basically there's this cycle that happens in the book of Judges. Israel does evil, God punishes them. Israel repents of their evil, and God sends a man to save them. Then Israel does evil again, and then God punishes them. And then Israel repents, and then God sends someone to save them over and over and over again. What you see in Judges 3 through 5, these are the first several cycles of this specific instance. In Judges 3, you open on a man named Othniel. You've seen him before in chapter 1 and back in, I think it was Joshua 14, something like that. He was Caleb's nephew, I believe. He was the one who helped Caleb free the cities, Caleb's cities from the evil people. He is called to be the savior of these Israelite people. The Israelites were unfaithful. God brought in, I think it's Mesopotamia, Cushan Rishathaim, or something like that. And yes, and they are brought in to punish Israel. Israel repents, and so God raises up Othniel and sends him in as a deliverer. It works. Great. And then Israel does evil again. And so God sends in Eglon, king of Moab, to punish them. And then Israel repents. And so God raises up Ehud, who's special because he's left-handed. And Ehud stabs Eglon to death and then runs away and demolishes the Moabite army. You also have a brief mention of a man named Shamgar. I don't really know much about him. He gets about 2 verses. He kills a bunch of Philistines with a stick, essentially, and so he also saves Israel. I don't know if he's a real judge or not, but he did fulfill the work of saving Israel, and that was a blessing. In chapter 4, you get the story of Deborah. Deborah is a prophetess who calls a man named Barak to be the judge, but Barak is a bit of a coward and will not work for God unless Deborah comes with him. And so in the end, his victory is given not to him and his glory, but to a woman and her glory. Jael kills the enemy general. Jael, the wife of Heber, she just hammers the man's head with a tent peg and he dies. Chapter 5 is a celebration of all those things, but again, Barak, not a great guy. Deborah was the one who is the main powerhouse behind the whole thing. If you want more details, they're over on the written page, and if not, I'll see you tomorrow, April 17th, where we're reading Judges 6 and 7.